There's a part in the poem where it talks about stopping the car and opening the door and taking off without paying the fare. That's a true story. I remember working in a restaurant a long time ago. I was a busboy working my way through school, and I met a waitress who worked there. I think her name was Robin. She was a really hot girl anyway. I was flirting with her, trying to get her attention and ask her for a date. And interestingly enough, she went out on a date with me, and we went to see a movie, and we had a really good time. It was interesting. Nothing bad happened, so I didn't understand what was wrong. But she was very tense and nervous, and I couldn't really figure out what was going on. I asked her if she was okay. Is everything okay with me? Is it a communication problem? If I can't lip read, we could write. I mean, some kind of dialogue and communication. We can have fun. And she kept saying everything was fine. It wasn't a problem. But her behavior was odd, and at the end of the date, I said I was polite. It wasn't going well, but I told her I would drive her home and that would be fine. But when we got to the end of the date, I guess she became nervous about whether there would be a kiss or a handshake. What would we do at the end of the date? Bow? Or what? So there was some question about that. As she opened the door, she didn't run away in fear, but she opened the door, she just looked at me oddly and walked away. And she left the door open. And when she did that, it left me perplexed. I didn't know if I smelled bad or what the hell it was. So that left me with an idea. You know, there's a lot of tension. Not all people, but hearing people and deaf people sometimes experience tension. And you don't have to feel like something's wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. You're fine. You shouldn't feel stressed about it. And I compared it to when I went to, maybe not New York, when I went to Chicago, I think. I got the idea about someone who was a taxi driver. When I had this taxi driver that didn't understand English, I had to repeat myself about 7 times trying to get to where I needed to go. I would tell him the name of the place, and he didn't understand. And I pulled out a map of Chicago, and he and I tried to go back and forth with the map to try to find where I was going. And I thought, wow, you poor guy. You can't communicate with anybody. Just take the road straight. I would tap him. Go right here. Go left there. Just drive straight. Where to stop? And I felt bad, but I kind of felt the same way that people do when they just want to pay the money and get out. But I was nice, so a strange date and an Arabic taxi driver led to that poem.